Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. So in this video we're going to be talking about Natsu and Lucy, whose collab banner is coming to an end in just around 2 days from right now. So this is going to be the last chance to recruit for them if you want to, but in this video I'm going to talk about very critically, are these heroes worth it for you to recruit, and where are they actually useful. So let's begin by talking about Lucy. So Lucy has great and very unique crowd control. When she casts her ultimate, it knocks up nearby enemies, and then she will summon her Aquarius onto the battlefield, who will also repeat the same sort of effect. Basically, she has a lot of crowd control, and so for that reason, she's seeing a fair bit of usage in AFK stages with Iron, Almas, and then Lucy herself. They synergize really well together. However, all of that being said, that doesn't necessarily mean she is going to be used for every AFK stage. In fact, when you take a look at the stages, many times the recommended formations, at least for me, don't use Lucy that much. So basically, the point of the matter is, even though she does have usage in AFK stages, she's not used, for example, anywhere nearly as much as like the meta heroes like Iron, Almas, and all of that stuff. She's basically just going to be a great teammate along with them. But the thing is, you don't need her at Supreme Plus for it. You can just get her to Mythic Plus, and this is what I recommended at the beginning. With all the different chests we get from the event, you can convert into 44 copies if you want. And I recommended that you used all of them, got your 44 copies, that's exactly how much you need to take her to Mythic Plus. Then you can use Omni Acorns on her, upgrade her to Supreme for the stats. You can upgrade her in exclusive equipment if you want, and then basically you're done. You don't have to upgrade her to Supreme Plus. The only advantage from her Supreme Plus ability, apart from the minor stats that she's going to gain, is that she will have Aquarius, will have boosted attack speed by 80. But she's not here as a damage dealer. Like, Lucy is here as mainly a crowd controller, supporter type hero for comps, and so Aquarius' attack speed is irrelevant for how she functions in an AFK stage pushing team. And so you do not need Supreme Plus. Mythic Plus and then eventually Supreme for some Ascension stats. That's basically all you need to shoot for, and you can do it without summoning a single copy of her on the banner, just by converting all 44 chests into her, and that is what I recommend. Now, as for Natsu right now has seen even less use this season for AFK stages so far. However, we know from really high deficit stages in the previous season when we were at high levels, then Natsu is used a fair amount in an Iron Almas team usually, because he can actually destroy a massive amount of health of the enemies. Like, that is something that no other hero is capable of doing, and that's basically Natsu's role in high deficit AFK stage teams. However, as of right now in these early stages, I've hardly seen a single formation using Natsu, where I have seen quite a few or a decent amount using Lucy. So in the early game or in the early stages, Natsu's not going to help you. Later on, potentially can help you, but again, like, there are other formations that can get the job done. You don't necessarily need him in order to push those stages. Then the other point is in PvP. So in PvP, yeah, I'm in a really tough district this season with players who have Paragon 4 or even crowned their Natsu, their Lucy, everything. But from my experience, Natsu still has some issues. Number one, he gets hard countered by Kulu, because Kulu is going to boulder off and she's going to counter melee heroes. And already, so basically melee heroes are on a slight fall, or like they lose a bit of their value due to Kulu just being in existence. Natsu has a problem. The other problem is Natsu doesn't have amazing survival. He needs to cast his ultimate quick into the match and burst the opponents, and then basically he's going to go down. Or if he's not able to get that done in time, he's just going to die. So the 500 pre-fill energy that he has definitely helps him out to get that initial ultimate cast off. But I think it's really essential that you run Natsu with, like, Rainier, for example, position swapping in the Natsu, because that is how you're actually going to get the Natsu into the action immediately. He's going to charge up his energy as fast as possible. By doing that, he's going to begin hitting the enemies, and then he can get a really nice positioning of his ultimate. Then he has good value for the team. But because he needs a lot of support, he needs a Rainier position swap. Otherwise, I feel like melee heroes generally right now not the strongest due to Kulu existing, and also like a hero like Athalia who has dashes, and then this the prolonged damage in her lance form after she dies. Like, that is, in terms of a damage dealer, like, that is much more desirable in my opinion compared to Natsu. Natsu I consider more of like a burst, just like wipe out the enemy within the first 8 seconds, 10 seconds of the match, and that is only if you can allow him to get jumping into the middle of the enemy team and also hitting them all with his ultimate, which I feel like can only like realistically and frequently be done if you have Rainier position swapping him in. So that's basically the problem. And that is why I am not Paragon 4ing him on this account, even though I could, and I have thought about it, but I am definitely not Paragon 4ing him on this account because I do not think currently he's top tier in PvP, and I don't think he has much longevity, because as soon as there's a better hyper carry, he's gonna get power crept. Already Athalia is far better than Natsu in my opinion as a damage dealer for your team. And like Natsu, I was thinking could be good on molded faction tiles, but again, they're gonna be hard countered by Kulu. Basically, Kulu's gonna shut down a lot of melee heroes, and anyway, like Lenya has damage right from the beginning of the match. Natsu is still an ultimate dependent hero. That is his problem. He can be interrupted by Lily May. So those are the issues. He has survival issues, but overall is basically Natsu for some high deficit AFK stages, Lucy for all basically AFK stages as a crowd controller, Natsu as an HP destroyer. Those are the roles in AFK stages, but overall, both are not necessary. Even without both of them, there are plenty of other teams in the recommended formations that you can run. So it's not like these are must-haves for AFK stages, although that's just like a selling point of them. In PvP, Lucy, I have not seen much, and I do not recommend her because she just has that crowd control. That's not enough. And it's not from the beginning of the match like Iron. Iron is actually womboing them from the beginning, 6-second immobilization. Lucy has 2-second disruptions. Occasionally, after she casts her ultimate, she has to charge up a bit. So I don't recommend Lucy for PvP. And Natsu, like I mentioned, he is an all or nothing type hero. I don't like heroes like that. He has survival issues. You need to support him well. Like, he basically needs the support of a Lenya. And if he can cast his ultimate, yeah, he can do as much damage or even more than a Lenya. But Lenya is so nice because, like, Lenya's hitting from the beginning. She doesn't really care as much about her ultimate. She's going to be smacking the enemies right from the beginning of the match, which I feel like Natsu kind of lacks that. But Natsu makes up for it in his ultimate. But overall, basically, my opinion is, do not let FOMO get to you. I know we're not going to have an opportunity to recruit these heroes, and actually we'll only be able to spend diamonds to get their copies at an increased price, but I'm saying they're a full pass. Like, if you are a mid to high spender and you want to Supreme Plus them, like Supreme Plus Natsu or Supreme Plus Lucy, I'm fine with that, and that's what I've done on this account, because I just like to have everything well-rounded, everything built. But like Paragon upgrading him, I think that is... I feel like it's not going to last for very long, and it's really expensive, and I think they're more meta heroes. Like, when you look at some other heroes that we have, Siren, Shamira, these are also rated recruitment heroes. They're going to be competing for your diamonds. I would much rather have them at Paragon 4 compared to Natsu. Even heroes like Lily May, Tassi, I would much rather have them Paragon 4 compared to Natsu. So basically, that is the thing. It's always opportunity cost in this game. Your diamonds are one of the most valuable resources. That is what is going to allow you to instantly Paragon 4 or like max Paragon certain heroes when they come out. And that's basically what I'm saving up for. And Natsu is not it. Natsu is not up to the tier, up to the par. Don't basically lower your standards because he's a collab hero and you might not be able to get him in the future and you feel the fear of missing out. Don't lower your standards. The standard is here. Natsu is not up to par, in my opinion, in PvP, from what I've seen so far. And I have even experienced him. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe you guys have differing opinions, you can let me know in the comment section, but this is my overall take. And if you are a light spender to free-to-play player, I say 1 copy of Natsu and Mythic Plus Lucy, that is it. Do not go beyond that, unless you're just a fan of these heroes, you have plenty of diamonds to spare. But even then, like, I mean, there are more valuable heroes for you to be investing into, in my opinion. Anyway, guys, I hope this was helpful. Good luck. There are only a bit over 2 days left on the banner. Basically, it's a clear kind of pass. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. That's going to be it for this one. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. And finally, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link through the official Firelight store. There's a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me at no extra cost to you. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.